Conspiracy theorist and former Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura is with us today. He's the author of the new book, 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read. He's here to talk about the book, 9/11, Gitmo, Donald Trump, and whatever else we get to, whatever we can cover. Governor, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Eric. Always a pleasure.
Can I start with the 9/11 stuff? You and I,
sure.
we went at it a couple of months ago, and
yeah, sure.
You know, got a lot of emails. A lot of your followers emailed and said, "What are you talking about? Bowling? Don't you know 9/11 was an inside job?" I said, "You're out of your mind, you guys. Inside job. Tell me why. Explain to me why."
Well, no, let's talk about my book and the documents in the book. We uncover the document that shows clearly there was a stand down for all of our planes to defend our country. We cover the documents that show there was insider trading going on before 9/11. And we cover a few different things on 9/11. This isn't conspiracy stuff. We also cover the wait.
Our people need to know, are you saying that planes didn't fly into the building, or that our government knew they were going to fly into the building?
They either knew, they either participated, or the biggest buffoons that ever ran our country. It's one or the other.
Well, why is it that no one ever thought of storming a cockpit with a box cutter and threatening a pilot? It was just no one that had ever done that before. Is that outlandish?
Well, let's go to document 47, where the government talks about Building 7 and admits it went down in free fall. Well, free fall means it was demoed. That's just another word because it defies physics. The only way a building can fall in free fall is to remove all resistance.
Governor, I was there.
And so therefore, all resistance
I watched the plane fly into the building. The second plane.
No, Building 7 didn't have a plane.
Allow me to finish. I watched the buildings burn for 104 minutes. I watched them come down, Governor, and I waited, and we waited, and everyone wanted to know what was going to happen with Building 7. Everyone down there, we were all down there wondering, is 7 coming down? There was a rumor that the Brooks Brothers building was going to come down too. If you know anything about the World Trade Center, underneath the World Trade Center was cavernous. It was a mall. You could walk literally between all the buildings. So when the pile came down, it took the structural integrity out of the bottom of 7 and Brooks Brothers and the other one. It escapes me right now.
It still wouldn't fall free fall. Because that defies physics. Free fall means it's like it fell as fast as me jumping out of an airplane before I pull my chute.
Of course,
no
you would
resistance.
Fall the same rate as a bowling ball out of an airplane or a hockey out of the airplane.
Then you're arguing against physics, my friend, and you can't do it.
Listen, I've heard you say that you think that there's no chance for steel to melt with jet fuel because it's so close to kerosene's burning.
It takes 3,000 degrees to turn steel into liquid. 3,000.
To melt it, but you don't have to turn it into
Eric.
It doesn't have to turn
It's called a false flag operation.
Just
like the Gulf of Tonkin incident, when they told us we were attacked and they put us into the Vietnam War, and lo and behold, it was a lie. It never happened.
What's the theory, Governor?
Why would the government is a theory?
Why would George Bush allow 3,000 people to die?
Go ask them.
Well, why would they allow?
Why would they allow 58,000 of us to die in Vietnam?
I'm not asking you. I'm asking about this incident.
You don't want to talk about other false flaggers?
Because this is about 9/11, which I'm very near and dear to, very close to. I lost a lot of friends there. Really? I want to know why you think my government would allow something like that to happen. Have policemen, firemen, traders, moms, dads, Muslims. Why would they allow that to happen? For what reason? What's the motive?
Money.
I need more than money. Give me more. What do you mean money?
Wars. All wars, almost every war started with a false flag operation. Look at history, read it, or you're doomed to repeat it.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Where's Obama on this? He's leaving Gitmo open.
Yeah, I'm angry. The trial should be open so I can have my questions answered, and then I can agree with you.
So is Obama in on this conspiracy too?
No, come on.
Well, I want to know.
You guys this book is based on government documents. That's what's in this book.
My question is this,
No. Let's talk about my book. These are all government documents that we have discovered. We have printed them as a whole. The people can read the book, read the documents, and come to their own conclusion. And it covers a whole lot more than just 9/11.
Are they secret documents?
No, they're all in the public forum.
So they're not. What are they hiding then? You're compiling them.
Yeah, because you guys won't. Do you ever bring up? See, that's how come the mainstream media won't touch any of this stuff.
Here's my question: If you're right that this was a big conspiracy by the Bush administration to get us into a war over money, Why wouldn't Obama close Gitmo to bring all those conspirators here and have all the information that you want?
That's a great question. It kind of shows that the president don't really run the country, does he? You know, the thing was change we can believe in. He was going to shut down Gitmo. He's going to get us out of the wars. Gitmo's still there, and now we're in another war. Maybe the fourth coming up. It tells me clearly that presidents get in there, and it's really the Federal Reserve that runs the country, because if you control the money, you run the operation. Who controls and runs our money? The Federal Reserve.
Before we tie this up, are you going to run for president?
I didn't say I was running for president. What I stated was that if Congressman Ron Paul, whom I dedicated this book to, if he would quit the Republicans and run as an independent, I said I would give serious consideration to joining him.
As a VP candidate on the Paul ticket, on a third-party ticket.
Yeah, or we'd flip a coin. One of us would go for president, and the other would go for VP. Who knows? But Ron Paul is my man. He's a good man.
Officials. He's a good man. I'm not sure if he, you know, this 9/11 theory, this truth stuff, maybe a little bit of a
the government's is merely a theory
to run on.
Why haven't we indicted anyone?
Because they're enemy combatants.
They don't belong to an army. It's like not indicting a Hell's Angel.
Are we fighting Al Qaeda, or are we fighting the Taliban?
It's like indicting a Hell's Angel. They don't belong to a country. They belong to a gang, like the Hell's Angels, for example.
Governor,
do we try them in a military tribunal? No.
Governor,
how about an indictment?
We probably both had a lot of friends who died in various places.
Don't bring that up to me. Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up to me. I talk facts.
They may not call themselves an army, but my friend, they're an army.
Well, so are the Hells Angels then, aren't they?
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, really? That's different.
We're going to have to leave it right there. Jesse Ventura,
why didn't we waterboard
very
McVeigh and
much.
Nichols?
I'm all for waterboarding. Up next.